A historical marker was unveiled today in Jefferson Square Park downtown, memorializing the death of Breonna Taylor and the 2020 racial justice protest. The park became the epicenter of Louisville's racial justice movement in the summer of 2020. WLKY's Drew Gardner joins us now live there with how local activists who were there during the protest are reacting. Drew?
Well, Rick, many protesters filled this park and the surrounding downtown streets night after night for several months, demanding justice for Breonna Taylor. And while these protesters say the movement is far from over, they say this is a good start toward acknowledging where we've been. Nearly 3 years after the death of Breonna Taylor, the city is officially marking that tragic moment in history and the months of protests that followed.
What started there at Injustice Square reverberated and stretched out and impacted this entire nation.
Jefferson Square Park became known as Injustice Square Park among local activists like Tim Findley.
I think it's fitting to have something in place that really talks about just how important that is, how important that moment was, and how that moment has become a movement and it has spanned so many different lives.
In a private ceremony on Wednesday, Louisville Mayor Greg Fisher unveiled the marker alongside Taylor's mother, Tamika Palmer, who in a statement thanked the mayor and said, "I am grateful to stand here today and be a part of history. There is so much work to be done, but actions like the one taken today help further that work." Joining Palmer was the families of Tyler Girth and David McAtee, who both were killed in incidents related to the protests. Their names also etched into history on this marker.
No justice, no peace.
It also acknowledges the nationwide racial justice movements of 2020 and the impact local protests had in sparking police reform and improving racial equity.
That is just a reminder that if we come together and we really operate in a way that shines a light on injustice, that things can change and things can get better.
While some activists feel the marker doesn't go far enough, most agree it's a good first step.
I think that there is not a marker or a placard big enough to really house all of the words, the thoughts, the feelings that many of us felt during the Justice for Breonna Taylor movement.
Shamika Parrish-Wright is one of hundreds of protesters who were arrested during the demonstrations and was a key fixture at the park through much of 2020. And while the movement may no longer be centered here, now future generations will always know where it started.
And it was unfortunate that it took Breonna Taylor's life to bring us together like that. But I think going forward, we cannot stand back. We must stand up anytime there's injustice.
Now, not everyone is welcoming this historical marker. The River City FOP are releasing a statement tonight saying having a marker with the words Injustice Square Park so close to the memorial honoring fallen officers just feet away in this park shows a lack of reverence by the administration. They say this will likely reignite conversations about moving those memorials honoring fallen officers to another location. Reporting live at Jefferson Square Park tonight, Drew Gardner, WLKY News.